good matchup here in the AFC. It's the LA Chargers and the Miami Dolphins.
Welcome to the field, your 2025 Miami Dolphins.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen in the booth. Riley Patterson on the field gets this thing going. Off we go from South Florida. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Allen in motion. On second down, here's Herbert. Pushed out to his left. He's going to tuck it and go. And Herbert's going to slide to a stop, but he's got it. He's picked up the first down.
First down, Chargers.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And that time, the pressure, too much, he'll go down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On play action now, Herbert. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will go all the way. Keenan Allen, touchdown Chargers. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins, nothing.
Touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, Malik Washington. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Greg, hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and While he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down, Miami.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3 to go. A shotgun snap for 2. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Now a screen set up for H.M. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
You know, the reality is a lot of times bubble screens are just added on to a traditional run. And you're saying to the quarterback, don't hand the ball off if you don't think it's a good look. But what you're not counting for is that he decides to throw it out to the bubble and you end up losing yardage.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This one caught by Waller. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
This is a great example here, Mike, of just the value and the importance teams place on 1st and 2nd down. Teams call them early downs, where it's not just live and die by 3rd down anymore. Those days are kind of over. you have to stay ahead of the chains. You have to stay efficient on first and second down. If not, you end up in third and a mile, and even after that nice pickup, still brings up fourth down. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get going with their second possession. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Herbert on the bootleg. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's the rookie out of North Carolina, Marion Hampton. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. He's getting brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Malik Washington deep for Miami. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Dolphins offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. Look at that pass. Slinged it across his body and connected. Oh. And he's out of bounds. Mark him down right at the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. That's a gain of 77 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's Achane. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Patterson now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins are on top. It's now 10-7. kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Return, here comes Davis. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Herbert. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Open man, left side. He's got it. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Finding the tight end, here's Will Dissly. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That half play good for 22, and the Chargers have the 1st down. On the ground, Hampton. Good running inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run. I think the back just needs to be a little bit more decisive in the run game, and not everything is always going to be perfectly blocked, Mike. There's times where you just have to say, okay, let's get back past the line of scrimmage, pick up a couple yards, and just keep this ball going forward.
They'll go again with Hampton. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Dissly is the man in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. To the goal line and in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown, LA.
Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. And the Chargers are on top. It's 14-10.
Dolphins 10.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achan. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
We are through 1. The Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the 2nd quarter from the 32-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 4. As we are ready to get back underway. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a 1st down.
What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, here's Tua. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
3rd and 6. Back to throw is Tua. Escaping to his left. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the 1st down.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the 1st down.
Tua will give it to Achan. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Achan, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll bring Waller in motion here. Throwing is Tua. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Complete to Darren Waller. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Here's Tagovailoa. Moving to his left. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Dante Jackson that time in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. Play action. Tagovailoa. This is caught 2. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
For a Miami
They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
1-yard line.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Ollie Gordon. Touchdown, Miami. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Patterson now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. This will be a short pickup to about the 30. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
We'll try to run for it with Hampton. 1st down and more to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, L.A.
3rd down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
On play action, now Herbert. That's a short one, taken in by Thomas. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
He's going to look for the home run ball. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. And he's into the end zone. Keenan Allen, touchdown Chargers. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Kicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Dolphins 17.
The touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. They'll start out 1st down. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss on his way to a nice pickup of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
That's good for the Dolphins. 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. A run up the middle with Achane, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Truly low 2. There for the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Tua gonna throw. He'll look deep, left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And and it's going to force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Chargers offense and veteran Keenan Allen set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. Has an opening past the 40. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
And the Chargers first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Short throw taken in by Disley. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's Hampton. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
They'll run the sneak, and he is going to have the Chargers first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Herbert. Looking middle, and he finds Disley.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He'll get this to Disley on the right. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. a gain of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
McConkey in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Keenan Allen, touchdown Chargers. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Dolphins 17.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This one caught by Waller. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He'll try to get there on the ground. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's their punter now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Davis to return it. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
at their own
Justin Herbert
38-yard line.
back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll look underneath here for Hampton. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Now, Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16.
So, halftime straight ahead as we go up to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half.
The career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line.
3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Washington now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
To throw on 2nd down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That is Deshaun Hand getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He is It's hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity.
Now it's Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. That's hot! And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
A run out of the gun with Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
Here's Tua now on 2nd down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Taking up, and he's in! Tua Tagovailoa, touchdown Dolphins. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now, here's the Dolphins and Tua going for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll swing that out wide, and he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is Hassan Haskins to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Chargers offense and Omarion Hampton getting set for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Quick throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open, so the incompletion brings us 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Third and long. Now Herbert. Throwing right. That's Johnston. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. Fourth down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Fair catch.
Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. Devon Achad ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Slot man in motion right. Here's a give to Achad. Room to run at the 40. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Dolphins first down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
He takes off. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. Once again, it's Achad. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Here's Tungo Bailoa. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Throwing on first down is Herbert.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Here's 2nd and 2. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He connects with Disley. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Charger first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
A run. This is Hampton. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. It was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
So, Mike, look where the corner came from on this blitz. He's all the way on the perimeter of the formation. This particular protection, they're not accounting for what they call corner cat. By the time the quarterback realizes he's blitzing, it's too late, and he's got no choice but to just take the sack.
Open man is the tight end, Disley. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On the out, connected with Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Disley is the man in motion. Throwing now is Herbert. He'll step up and run, and he'll take this one in. Justin Herbert, touchdown, L.A. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Dicker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers will make it a two-score game as they are now up 9.
Dolphins 26.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down.
Body is at the mind is out of bounds. It's telling you that you check about thoughts and memories that's adding on overseas. You feel alive like you feel.
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. Play action. Tagovailoa. That one out wide to Achane. Oh, and he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 35-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action, it's Tua. A throw on the move is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Tua now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So now, pressure situation for Riley Patterson. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Chargers offense and Omari and Hampton getting set for their next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now, Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Short throw taken in by Disley. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll try to set up the screen here, and they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Make the handoff. Now, Tua. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll step up and run this. And he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Miami.
Good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown. So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. They'll bring Waller in motion here. 3rd and long. Here's Tua. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
It's almost like the defense knew the back was getting the ball there, because from the moment the ball was snapped, there was a defender all over him, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. Justin Herbert, back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd and 11. Throwing, Herbert. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
And it's just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Tua, give it to Achane. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. It just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
A play fake. Now Tua to throw. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. So here comes 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
That's taken in, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here comes Hampton on the toss right. The defense stringing them out. No gain back to the original line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. On play action, it's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. To throw is Trevor. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.